Hello and welcome to another transcription explanation of this design, and it was done using a heavily stylized version of Loren Sherman's fan-made Gallifreyan script, and in general this uses dots and lines combined with different stems to make consonants, and vowels are complicated, I'll get to those in a second, to make words. You normally read bottom counterclockwise, but this one is set up, my first kind of stylized thing, left to right-ish, so if this is the leftmost, circle, the center of it would be here. Then you go to this one, then to this one, then to this one, 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 this one. Anyway, so that is my word order. It is loose left to right, kind of like Dr. Scott. These two are kind of on top of each other, so that makes it kind of hard to read. Same thing with these two, but I wanted it to look nice and to fit within a collarbone tattoo. Anyway, so word order is covered. Let's go ahead and talk letters. So, consonants, pretty simple. I'll get to them when I get to them. You have 4 stems, and these are vowels. These little ones are vowels, so this is an E. And vowels are complicated because they look different depending on what stem they're on. So this E is an E by itself, just on the line of the word circle. And in this design to save space, I erase the little line, the pass or through line between the vowel. Anyway, so like here's an I that I have erased. Anyway, so E, B, E, so this is a B stem. With an E on it, J-E, because this is a J stem, a circle inside the circle, with an E on it, a T stem, a less than 50% completed circle is a T stem, and with an E on it, and then a TH, which is this completed circle on the line of the word circle. So, yeah, this is my little vowel cheat sheet. And I'll also get to punctuation when I get to punctuation. Yeah, so you read bottom counterclockwise, and that would count for word circles, which right away gets to my second kind of big stylistic thing, which this starts with a T stem. So here's the word circle, right? And the first thing interrupting it is a less than 50% completed circle cut off here. Now normally it would end, right? But I just kind of slapped the next circle right on next to it. So it's like this stem, right? This stem. It just has the next word kind of overlapping it. This is pretty commonly done and pretty. It's not ambiguous. This is how you'd normally do it, like this word and then this word, but just kind of stuff more stuff in less space and require less lines for your tattoo artist. Anyway, so this is a T stem, and on it there's 1, 2 lines ending on it. Now lines that end on this stem only count if they end on it, not pass through it, and not if they're the word circle. So this is word circle. Line 1, line 2, word circle. So that's 2 lines on a T stem. So that's a W. Continuing around, here's a small circle, so it's a vowel. It's on the line of the word circle with nothing coming in or out of it. So it is an E. Then this is a punctuation mark. It would go to a sentence circle, but there is no sentence circle. It's just a loose little double line making it an apostrophe. So apostrophe. And then here we have another T stem, so it's less than 50% completed, or 50% or less, and there's 1, 2, 3 dots. So this stem, 3 dots, R. And then we have a vowel on it, and it is right in line with the word circle. So right in line with the word circle makes that an E. So this kind of goes right in line of that. An A would be outside and not touching the line of the word circle. So A's and E's are kind of hard to tell apart when they're on T stems, but yeah, that's how you tell them apart. So where, here's our next word. Here's the bottom of it. Here's the first thing you get to. Now this is really kind of close to this one and this one, but it's slightly closer to this one, so I know that this goes here. Yeah, it's also, context kind of rules all. So this would be stories or all, right? So stories doesn't have an A at the end, but all starts with an A. Anyway, this is an A. It's a small circle outside the word circle. A. Continuing around. So this is just lines from the stories, more lines from the stories, more lines from the stories. These 3 dots are inside this circle, so they are part of this word, and they're part of this double line. And double line means a double letter. So that's a double J stem with 3 dots, L. So A, L, L. Continuing around. Here's the bottom of this one. Here's that T stem with 1, 2, 3 lines. Now remember, passing through doesn't count. So 3 lines on a T stem. That is an S. Continuing around. This has nothing on it, so that's just a T. And here's an O, kind of like a bead on a string. So O's hanging out on that. And remember, I said I erased that little middle bit. So T-O, continuing around 1, 2, 3 dots on another R. So just like this R, except the dots are, different. This dot's still closer there. This is closer here. This is also just a line, not a stem. Here we have an I. Same thing. It's right in line with the middle of that. And it has a line going towards the middle. So it's an I. Now we have an E again, just like this one. E. And then here we have a complicated S. It's a T stem, right? Less than 50% completed. 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So S. Stories. Here we have an I, line going towards the middle. You can bend the lines, whatever, it doesn't matter. And these are not meant to be like dots. These are just like the line fading out. They don't look like dots. These look like dots. That looks like a line fading out. Anyway. So I, N. So in, continuing on. Here's the next one. Bottom of it, it's a T stem, lines passing through don't count, so that's just a T. Here is a more than 50% completed circle, so it's more than 50% completed. And there's 2 lines on it, so H, and then an E right in the middle of that, so that's like an E on a B stem. So the, now we have our next word, bottom of it, here's a little E, just like this E or that E. Continuing around, here's an N, 1 line coming from a J stem, N. And then we have 3 dots on a more than 50% completed circle, so that's a D. And now we have our first bit of like actual sentence punctuation. And now a double line is the sentence line, so I kind of had to put something here, kind of like my vague double line. These lines also don't go to anything else, just to make sure this dot looks like it's a comma, not part of this stem, not making it a WH. So because this line is here and this line is here, it makes this a sentence circle. Yeah. So yeah, that's a comma. I did put the comma in. I think I considered taking it out. I had the sentence circle kind of going around here, but to kind of streamline things and make things thinner, I put it here. Bottom of this one, this thing kind of is like right at the bottom, so you'd read this first before this. This is just J stem with nothing on it, so it's a J. Here's a U, it's like an E, except it's got a line going outwards, so opposite of an I. So U, then 1 and 2, 3 lines on a T stem, 3 lines, make that's an S. And then here we have just a T. 1, 2, 3 lines, they all pass through it, so none of them count. So there's nothing on this line. So nothing, T stem, T, just. Okay, here's the next one. It's like a J, except there's 1, 2, 3 lines on it, so that's an M. Continuing around. Now, this is kind of far outside the word circle. This is just a line. This is the word circle. And this is the A for this word, A. And then here's the next thing. It is a line right here, so you'd read it after the A. 1, 2 dots on a J stem makes that a K. And here we have an E. So M-A-K-E. Here's the next word. Bottom of it, I, T. Next word, A. Now this A is, even though it's equidistant between these two, this is just the line from the I. This is the actual word stem. This is the word circle, so this is way closer here than here, and it's still closer here than here. So it's gotta be for this word circle. So that's an A. Make it a. Bottom, 1 line on a B stem makes that a G. O, O, D, O, so again, like beads on a string, or towards the middle of our word circle. And then O, just like that one, N, 1 line from it, E. And then I did put a period at the end, just to kind of balance the dotted lines here and the dotted lines there. So here's the double line for the word circle with a period on it. Yeah. So, W-E-R-E, A-double-L, S-T-O-R-I-E-S-I-N-T-H-E-E-N-D, comma, J-U-S-T-M-A-K-E-I-T-A-G-O-O-D-O-N-E, period.